Welcome in everybody to another edition of the Husker Gutter Call-In Show. Let me actually get these windows in a way that makes sense. There we go. Now you can see what we're doing here. We are live here, and as you can see, we got a member of the new recruiting class. So we're gonna dive into a little bit of what happened on signing day. Pretty exciting stuff. And then we got Luke here to answer some of y'all's questions. So y'all be sure to drop it in the chat as you come in here. We got Nick, what's going on? Go Big Red. Appreciate you hopping in here. Going to be awesome having new members of Husker family on the show. That it is. What's going on, Pit Snipe? Appreciate your crazy little self being in here too, man. Thanks for joining the show on time. This time we appreciate that. So, first things first, Brian, how you doing today, man?
It's getting cold here in Texas, so I'm not happy about that. Other than that, I'm good though.
It's getting cold in Arizona. It's 61 degrees right now.
55 degrees today.
60. Yeah, so cold, dude. My heater's out in my house. So that was pretty cool to discover yesterday. So on my birthday, I discovered my heater's out. But I'm in Arizona, so I'm okay. Luke, how's it going over there, man? How's the weather where you are?
About 70 degrees right now, so it ain't too bad, to be honest.
Perfect. See, we're all living it up. Is this winter?
Yeah.
Is this really December right now?
Yeah.
We're all feeling good. So Luke, man, how's the week been? Been pretty eventful for you?
I mean, it's been real busy, but I'm happy to be officially part of the Husker family now, which is kind of cool. So, it's been good. It's been a good week.
Absolutely. Well, do you want to kind of take us a little bit through your kind of recruitment journey and just kind of what led you to Nebraska?
Yeah, of course. So, I mean, my recruitment started super late because I didn't play football until my freshman year, so I was getting used to everything. And then I didn't play tight end until my junior year. So while most kids are getting like they get, sophomore year, they start getting recruited. Like I didn't get any of that until my junior year. So I was a year behind. And so, visited a lot of places. I had a lot of really cool opportunities. But eventually like the people led me back to Nebraska, which is awesome. So
Absolutely.
fell in love with the place, fell in love with the coaches, the support staff, the players, and I was like, you know what, this is where I want to call home.
Absolutely. What's kind of your favorite part about the tight end position? Just and what about Nebraska and playing tight end for Nebraska? What is it that brought you here and yeah, what's your favorite part about playing the position in general?
I mean, it's definitely the duality of it all. Like you can, you get to be a guy that's like a Swiss Army knife. You can kind of do it all, and that's what I pride myself on is my ability to do a lot of different things within the game of football. So whether that's going out there and blocking down on a five technique, or I'm pulling around on counter tray, or I'm out there running a choice route, or anything. It's like there's literally anything to do with the tight end. You can run a screen pass, so it's like it's just kind of cool. It's a fun position to play. And
Absolutely.
then you can use a lot of them on the special team. So it's like you never get bored playing tight end, which is kind of cool.
100%. Brian, go ahead.
Yeah, looking at the tight end room next year, you got Luke Lindenmeyer back, you got Heinrich Harburg departing, Carter Nelson coming back. I think for me as a fan and watching your film, I think it's a room that you can come into and make an impact right away. What does that impact for you look like from your perspective going into next season?
It's definitely they're a great group of guys. I think they're very talented. But I'm ready to come in there and just dominate from the start. Like to get out there, block my butt off, work hard and just grind it out. I think that I can bring a very good blocking technique to the tight end room and come out there and just get my nose dirty, get my hands dirty, and just work with it. So that's what I'm excited to do.
Have they talked to you about like some of the ways that they kind of want to utilize you offensively?
Yeah, I mean, they kind of see me as doing it like a do it all type of guy, but definitely more of a run first, type of player at this point, just because like, hey, like it's the Big Ten, like games are won in the trenches, and I got to go out there and block.
And hold on, let me pull Rex in here as well if we can get a four-person thing there. There we go. What's going on, Rex? Appreciate you
What's
hopping
up?
in here, man.
What's up? How y'all doing?
We're doing fantastic, man. How's it going?
Going good.
All right, appreciate you hopping in here as well, man.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and I guess the same question to you, man. Like, what kind of how was signing day week for you? How's everything been going this past week?
It's been going great. It just feels really good to make it official and put a pen to paper and everything. It's been a long time coming. Just because we've all been waiting for this to make it actually actually real and to like just be Huskers for real and not just be committed, but like actually be part of the team. So it feels nice.
Absolutely. Brian?
Where does I've always wondered this with your recruitment, Rex, because I think you've played tackle and you've played guard. Where does Nebraska and Coach Raiola see you fitting on that offensive line?
He said that they'll try me at tackle, but
Okay.
I think I could play like all five if I need to, honestly. But it'll be tackle or guard.
That's what I loved was your versatility, able to play all over that offensive line.
Yeah.
Is that something you kind of pride yourself on, in your development, is just trying to be as versatile as you can on the offensive line?
Yeah, just because I think being versatile makes you more valuable too. So that's always an upside of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's dive into some of the comments here. Andrew said, thanks for coming on, Luke. Let's see. Fist bump. Good to see you, Luke. Rex, don't feel left out. This was before you hopped on, man.
Yeah.
So. Happy for you, man. Luke, what are some of the things about the facilities and coaches that this can go to both of y'all? Luke, we'll go with you first. Some things about the facilities and coaches that you think will help you develop the correct way.
I'd say definitely like the weight room and the nutrition. Like, I've been doing like me and Rex have been doing that Nebraska weight program. So it's like, we're already getting nice and strong, and then we're gonna get out there and just, I've seen the weight room, I've seen how they lift. It's like it's maniacs. So we're ready to get out there and just put our noses down and work. And then like the nutrition, like their food budget is crazy. Like I remember going out there like eating the food. It was they feed you like 6 times a day, and it's like you're always eating and working out. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Rex, what about you?
Yeah, I would say pretty much the same thing. The facilities are top notch, number one in the country. Everything you need, and then the weight program, same thing. Our strength coach is like one of the best in the country.
Absolutely.
With like his sports science and nutrition. I would say the food they have is definitely the best I've ever had at a college. That includes like visits and OVs and everything. Like, so eating that like multiple times a day is awesome.
Yeah.
And so when you do that on a consistent basis, all of that, you're in a really good spot.
Good thing is you guys are going to be, both of you are going to be on campus in a few weeks. If I recall correct, you're both early enrollees, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Will you be a part of bowl practices? And if so, what are some of the things you're looking forward to as being a part of the team, being a part of those bowl preparations for what we assume will be a bowl trip in Las Vegas, which is not too far from both your guys' hometowns?
Yeah, it's an awesome opportunity, especially because well, just being out there with the team and just getting acclimated is a big deal. It's not an opportunity. It's not a thing that a lot of enrollees get to do. So, and like it's also something that they just started doing. So I'm happy for that.
Rex, somebody says you have a 5-star flow. Pit Snipe coming in with he loves the hair. He thinks the hair is 5-star. And then we got Javid Rashed said he my daddy and he my uncle. So I don't know what the hell that means, but we'll go with it regardless. Rex, what would you say is what was the kind of thing that led you, I think, to wanting to come to Nebraska? Or what was the biggest part of you wanting to play there? Was it your development? And that was
I don't know if I can hear you guys.
Oh, sorry about that. Might have lost you for a second. We got Luke popping back in here.
Yeah, my fault. It's just like it's been cut down all day.
Oh, you're good. Can you hear us, Rex? He might have to slide back out and back in.
You want me to bump out?
I don't think that's the issue. We'll see. We got Jamal in here as well. So let me see if I can pull all 5 people up on the screen.
Oh, wow. I didn't know we could put everybody up like that.
Huh?
Can we put everybody up like that? That'd be cool.
I don't know. I think Rex had to back out real quick. What's going on, Jamal? Can you hear us? I don't know if you can hear us or not. Hang on one second. Jamal, can you hear us all right? No, I don't think he can hear us. Hold on one second. Let me pop Rex back in here in a second. Do you want to reach out to Jamal real quick, Brian?
Yep, I just messaged him.
All right. Yeah, Rex. So I was just I was asking, what was kind of the biggest thing that led you to want to come to Nebraska? Was it the potential for your development? I don't know if he can hear us or not. Luke, I'll ask you that question. What was the biggest thing that led you to want to come to Nebraska?
It was definitely like I said, it was the people and the players. I went out there on my visits, and it was just like, these guys are all just like me, the football guys. I want to get better and have fun and play Nebraska football. And I fell in love with Coach Sat, fell in love with Coach Rue and Coach Dana. So I was just excited about all of it. Like, it's all guys who have my best interests, who want me to play the best football I can, and that's at the end of the day, that's why I made the decision.
What is about Dana's offense that excites you?
Seeing what he did like at Houston and West Virginia, it's like, hey, like this guy, I love how he coaches the offense. I love his philosophy. It's just like a lot of tight end friendly things, which I appreciate.
Absolutely. Let's see if we can get Rex back in here. Rex, can you hear us all right? I don't know if we can hear him.
I don't think so.
Let's see if Jamal can hear us. Jamal, can you hear us okay?
I've messaged everybody that we're having issues with the stream. So
yeah,
I think it's just overloaded right now with 5-6 people in here.
It might be. We might. Let me.
You want me to back out and you can do it?
I was going to say, let me hop out because my connection's kind of cutting in and out on my end. So let me pop out real quick and pop back in. I'll see if it works for a second.
Jamal, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Luke, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I think it's just we're overloaded with this stream here. But Jamal, what do you think about we've had you on before. You saw a great year with Emma Johnson. You're going into a running back room that has a lot of young talent. What do you think you can bring to that room with the departing now Emma Johnson go to the NFL? And what do you think about his season this year?
Emmett Johnson's season was great, legendary almost, And, I'm happy for him. I'm glad that he's going to the NFL doing big things, and I'm sure he'll get picked up and do his thing in the next level. And I think I'll just add a sense of physicality and just, my IQ of the game to the room.
And Luke, I don't know if you can hear me much at all still.
Yeah.
Perfect. So you're coming from California. Did you visit for the Iowa game by chance? I don't recall if you did or not.
No, I came out for the Michigan game.
Came out for the Michigan game. So you came when it was nice and beautiful weather.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about coming and playing in the Midwest where it gets, really cold? And did that affect maybe your decision at all? As like a potential, like, oh, I don't really want to go play somewhere where it gets super cold in the wintertime, because that is a thing for some players coming from warmer states.
Yeah, I mean, that was always in the back of my mind, I guess, because I had USC, I had Penn State, and Ole Miss. USC's, it's 7 degrees and sunny every other day. Penn State, it gets pretty cold, so it's like, all those schools I had in the back of my mind, like, hey, like it is, think about the weather, but you know what? I was like, everything else about Nebraska outweighs the weather I have to play in, so you might as well just do it.
Yeah, if you want to go to the NFL too, that's one thing, is you're playing in cold weather all over in the NFL. Jamal, obviously, you committed pretty early, like Luke. As your recruiting process was winding down, what was the thing that was like you're glad was over? Was it just getting the signing and the pen to paper, and you're done with the recruiting process, you're officially Husker? What was something about that recruiting process that was maybe just a little like, I'm glad it's over?
I'll probably say just the constant phone calls from all the coaches at all times of the day.
And you're you're good. And you're enrolling early as well. Will you be in town for the bowl prep practices, and what are you looking forward to about officially being a part of the Husker football team?
Yeah, I'll be up there. I think I'm flying out there December 19th, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just excited just to be on the field, because sometimes in my high school career, I didn't even know if I was going to get an offer. So I'm just blessed to be there in general. Pretty much.
You had a phenomenal senior year too, so I want to give you credit for that as well. You had to fight through a little bit of an injury early in the year. how did that affect your season? Because I believe you had a very minor surgery, but overall your season was phenomenal.
It just, I don't know. Just this season is awkward. I was supposed to. I think I did do big things, but I just feel like I had a chip on my shoulder and I had to prove something. That injury was a minor setback, kind of hurt a
Yeah,
little bit. Felt like I wasn't gonna get my hand back at times and stuff like that, but everything worked out the way it was supposed to. So,
perfect. Justin, we can bring you back in, see if your internet got fixed.
Yo, yeah, that was quick. Sorry, I had to reset
I
my
think we're good.
router real fast. What's going on, Jamal?
what's up?
I appreciate you hopping in here, man. Is everybody in?
Only
Yeah.
one we were waiting on was Rex. I didn't know if you wanted to try.
I think Rex is back in. Hey,
Can
Jamal,
you hear
just
me?
quick. Yeah, we can hear you,
Okay.
brother. You're in the background. We can't see you, but we can hear you. Jamal, just quick question, man. I asked them this, but just how's the week been for you? Was it pretty straightforward, pretty simple?
Yeah,
Or
it
was
was
it pretty
pretty
eventful
simple
for
for
you?
me.
Yep. Locked and loaded, everything went according to
Yeah,
plan.
it's pretty smooth.
Absolutely. Well, how's what's your plan on when you get to Lincoln?
Uh, just get in there and do what I need to do. Hopefully, get the starting position. If not, then just learn from the people above me, and then get on the field. And after that, just let my skills take over. Trusting
Yes,
Coach
sir.
EJ, trusting Coach EJ to get me where I need to be as a running back. So I can
And
go
for the
to the
people
next level.
who may not have saw the first time you were on, what is kind of the ways that they want to feature you in this offense?
Uh, they definitely want to run the ball. They told me that, but they said they want to show that I'm a complete running back. To get me out the backfield, empty sometimes, blocking, put all that on tape so that NFL coaches can see that I'm a dynamic player in every aspect as a running back.
Absolutely. And what would you say is the strongest part of your game?
Um, Probably the running part. Yeah, I think I'm a pretty good runner. I have really good
I would agree.
instincts. Really good instincts. I'm physical. Fast, and yeah. So it just helps that I have God-given ability.
For sure. Cool. I'm gonna bring Rex back in here 1 second. All right, Brian, go ahead.
Well, Rex, you get to pave the way for a guy like Jamal. How does that excite you, and about having a guy like him in the backfield that you're going to be paving the way for? I guess that could go for you too, Luke, as you're going to be blocking on the perimeter for him as well.
Yeah, I just know what he's capable of, and it makes me happy just to have a gifted back that I get to block for. So I'm just blessed for that.
How do you feel about your development so far as an offensive line? And what do you think is the strength of your game, Rex?
I think I'm really good at pass protection, good at run blocking, good in space, just all things like that. I think I'm good at.
Yeah, Brian, can you back out? Come back in. Here I come.
Mhm.
Luke, same thing to you. What do you think is the strength of your game? Is it your blocking? Do you think it's just your ability to kind of be an all around tight end?
I think like my blocking is like what's highlighted me. Like I'm a very good inline blocker. I think that what's also good is my like ability to run after the catch. Like once I get the ball, it's like I'm not going down. And then I think my ability to like my route details are a lot better. Like since I've started playing football, so I think that like my attention to detail, like how I run routes and everything has been pretty good too.
And one question for all all y'all, I guess is we see the closeness of kind of the recruiting classes. How close, how tight knit is this class? So is it something where y'all are constantly in contact, communication, and how close are all y'all? Do y'all how's that work?
Yeah, I think we pretty cool. I think since we all came to the Michigan game too, it was just we all kind of
Yeah,
like
it's been a
clicked.
fun
We all got to
time.
hang out, until the volleyball game together. So
Absolutely, Brian.
I think I lost
I
audio
was
again. We'll be right back.
very good. I was going to ask you kind of what you guys thought about the season,
Is he
how it
talking to me?
unfolded,
I can't
and
hear
also
him.
kind of where you see the projection going for Nebraska.
I'd say like, I thought obviously like, it wasn't what we were capable of as at Nebraska, but I think that we did win some good games. I think it was tough losing Dylan, but we're gonna come back a lot bigger and stronger. I think we're gonna have a great offseason. We're gonna win the offseason, offseason national championship, so to speak, and come
Let's
back
go.
better, bigger and stronger, and just get ready to work. Man.
That's what we do best, off-season national championships. Jamal, what about you?
I didn't hear the question. I can't hear him.
Brian, go ahead.
Just kind of what you thought about the season and kind of where you think the program's projecting
I
to,
can't
I guess,
hear him.
next year. Still
I
can't
don't think he
hear
can
me.
hear you.
I can't hear him.
Can you hear me, Jamal?
Yeah, I can hear you.
He said, how'd you kind of feel about the season as a whole and where you kind of think the program's headed and stuff like that? Do you feel like the program's still heading in the right direction, albeit even though
Yeah,
tough end of the season?
yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Like even like last year, I mean, we only had like I think 5 wins last year. Like we barely made a bowl game last year, but like now we're definitely in a bowl game. And each year that Coach Rule been in the program, we steadily been going up and up and up. I feel like
Yep.
this 26 class, especially, we can help that out.
It's one of the biggest things we've talked about before. It's the players see themselves in these positions and winning some of these games. That and even though the program, that may not, just because some of the losses are fresh, some of the emotional reaction is that the program isn't improving, but at the end of the day, it is to a level, and the players kind of see that from the non-emotional perspective. Y'all see yourselves in those positions, being able to pull those wins out and actually getting in there and winning those games. So. We'll pull Rex back in here. Let me see if his is working. Can you hear us all right, Rex? There he is.
I can't hear.
We're having some connection issues here. But
Oh,
yeah,
I can hear it.
Oh, you can hear us now. Brian, go ahead and ask same question.
Well,
Rex,
I can hear one person when I talk.
Same question. Same question.
Yeah,
to
I
you,
can hear
though.
Brian.
Oh, Brian, go ahead.
So my question was
yeah.
kind of what you thought about the season as a whole, and then where you kind of see the projection of this program over your tenure at Nebraska, 4 or 5 years.
I thought the season was good. We're just making steady progress towards what we need to be. We're going to be in a good bowl game this year against a good Utah team probably. So I'm excited for that matchup, and it should be a good opportunity to beat a ranked team. So that's the positive part. And yeah.
Absolutely. Hold on 1 second. Let me see it because mine's buffering. Hold on. I'll back out. Come back in.
Cool. Yeah. Sorry about the tech issue, guys. StreamYard's kind of funky at times.
Yeah, it's all good.
Kind of as you transition into your career at Nebraska, what's something, I guess, because you guys will be here in the next couple of weeks, what's something like you want to be able to do once you land in Lincoln? Like, obviously you're moving in your dorms, but is there a specific thing like you want to go to the weight room, you want to hit the training table, whatever it may be? What's something that excites you the most once you get to Lincoln?
I think I want to lift first when I get there, just to experience the weight room.
I don't know if Luke can hear me or not.
Yeah, I can't hear shit. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh
Talking about lifting, Corey Campbell, he doesn't get talked about enough as a strength coach. What's your interactions been like with Coach Campbell? Jamal, are you able to hear me? Or Rex, can either of you hear me? Nope. I love StreamYard. I don't know if you can hear me yet, Rex. We are having all sorts
can't hear
of
nothing.
issues, everybody. It's all good. I'm going to pull them off the stream real quick, everybody, just so we can try and get this crap resolved. I'm also going to message them really quick as well. Luke, I don't know if you can hear me, but I was getting ready to message everybody that we can just cut it short because we're having so many issues.
Yeah, I could like it was like all staticky. Like I could hear you, but I couldn't hear the other guy because it was just like static. So I was like, I'm gonna log it back out real quick, log back in.
Yeah, I have no idea what is going on with the stream. I've never seen massive issues like this before. So I'll let you kind of close it out. What do you want to say to Husker fans? And we'll let you get back to your workout.
I just want to say, like Husker fans, like obviously love and appreciate you guys for all that you do. Expect some big things out of me and out of this class. I'm excited to get to work.
Perfect. Appreciate you taking the time again. Sorry about all the issues with our stream tonight, but we're excited to have you in Lincoln. Crap happens. So, but we'll see you here in a few weeks in Lincoln, and excited to have you on the team. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Can't wait.
We'll see you. All right. Sorry about all the freaking issues, everybody. Justin is working on the back end right now to try and fix some things, but I think it's probably because the server got completely overloaded with everybody that was in the freaking stream, because we had, 5, 6 of us in the stream. So I just dropped the call line. If anybody does want to call in, we can chit chat and hope to God that StreamYard fixes itself, because it has been an utter disaster with this thing being overloaded on the stream. So I apologize again for everybody, kind of what happened right now. So I'm actually messaging Justin right now. But I will get through some of the comments too. So again, I just want to apologize because that was a shit show, for lack of a better term. We got Mike, so perfect. Sorry about all the issues, Mike. I hope at least we got some good interview out of that.
Oh, I got some of it. How you doing tonight, Brian?
Oh, I'm not too bad. It's Friday, so I can't complain, right?
Hey, first and foremost, I want to shout out Emmett Johnson. That guy's a stud. Without him, we don't win some of our ball games this year. Shout out to Emmett Johnson. Yep. Secondly, I'm not going to say who it's being reported by, but it is being reported that currently Mr. Vince Kears is in Lincoln interviewing for the job. Yes. For the defensive coordinator job. So huge news there as well.
Yes, there has been a massive push, I think, behind this. I don't want to even say behind the scenes. I think, Justin, now that our stream's probably fixed without 47 people in here, can probably attest to this. There's been a massive push online, and I don't think that's a coincidence that he's here.
Yeah. Well, I tried to type it in chat the other day. Funny story behind that. Vince Kears, current defensive line coach there at Toledo, is also, I'm gonna butcher the guy's name, Frank Odom. And he and Rule coached together at Baylor Temple, I believe.
And if I'm not incorrect here, he had like a top shelf defensive tackle.
Yes.
Drafted out of Toledo like a handful of years ago.
Yes. They also had didn't they have a linebacker that went third round, or was that? No, that might have been Eckler at Tennessee. Tennessee.
Yeah. Eckler's linebacker coach had a third rounder, but Kearns, is that how you say it officially?
I think so, yeah.
That dude, since he's been at Toledo for 3 or 4 years, has had, I believe, more draft picks from his defense than Nebraska has from their entire roster in the same time Rule's been here. And that's not a knock on Rule. That's just a fact of the matter.
Yeah, that is crazy. That is crazy. But also wanted to shout out to the players if they're still listening. Look forward to seeing you guys here in Husker Red here in the next year or so. So.
Yeah, sorry about the technical difficulties. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe it was just overloaded with StreamYard with 5 people in here. But I was only hearing like some of the tail end of some of the answers. So it's making life really difficult because it was.
I could hear both you and Justin, but I couldn't. Then there were times that they couldn't hear you guys and stuff. So yeah,
and then and then we couldn't, and there was times I couldn't hear any of anybody. Yeah. So StreamYard, that's what happens sometimes. You actually make this thing kind of do what it's designed to do, and it stops functioning properly. So
Yeah.
I will say,
One last shout out. I'm going to shout out to the Husker volleyball team. They're getting ready to play. I'm going to Long Island University, I believe it is, on ESPN Plus. I'm going to go watch that. But
yes, sir.
wanted to come in and tell you guys hope you have a happy holiday. If I don't talk to you again before then,
I appreciate you, my man. Thank you, Mike.
yeah, have a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
I will say scheduling interviews with players is very complicated because these dudes are training constantly.
Oh yeah.
And so when we have a very limited time frame, sometimes that's what happens. And they're like, look, I can come in at 7:30 and then something changes. And they're like, I just hop in when you can and we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'd rather get the chance to interview them, no chance at all.
Yeah, it is what it is. It just made it hard. So like, 'cause everybody's screen was black and spinning on mine. And then I heard like the last three words of the answer. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know who can hear me, who can't, what the hell's going on. So,
yeah.
So, but I do appreciate them coming on, man. It was nice to at least be able to talk to them for a little bit as much as we could hear them. And, but yeah, technical difficulties, man. You gotta love them.
Yeah.
Let's see. Did you actually ban Pit Snipe?
No. Well,
I think you did.
We were getting spammed, and so I was trying to clear them out. Did I actually ban Pit Snipe?
I think so. So now I'm gonna have to figure
out.
How
do I unban him?
I don't know.
We got like 5 in a row, and I was just like, get rid of him, get rid of him.
Yeah. So I think you might have accidentally done that. So shout out, hey, appreciate you, man. Yeah, did not go to plan. This did not go to plan. But it's okay. It is what it is. Life happens. Things happen. Huge thanks to players for being on. Yes, sir. Thank you for being on. Go Husker volleyball. Huskers are winning the Natty in volleyball. Ray said it's rude that you were talking about football again and not your wife. So
they'll be fine.
Speaking of,
I'm trying to figure out if I ban Pitt and then how do I unban him?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll find it out one day. But if anybody wants to call in, there's the link. Brian, how do you feel overall about this signing day? I mean, it was pretty uneventful, but
the Amir Saab situation was kind of weird. He seemed all but in late and then nothing happened. And I honestly stopped paying attention to where he ended up because it was irrelevant at that point because it was clear he was not coming here. So
yeah.
I think it was a small class. It was smaller than I think we were talking about a couple months ago, 6 months ago. I was thinking 12 to 15. I honestly think what happened was, for lack of a better term, they realized their deficiencies in some areas and knew like we have to be very selective with who we take in this class because they need a bigger portal haul with a small senior class of 19 plus 10. Is that what we ended up with? 10 signees. Yeah. So now you have 9 open scholarships, now 10 because Caden Vermas has transferred. You're probably going to see a few more. One at linebacker, Jack, probably one wide receiver. That's going to be kind of a bigger impact guy that you don't want to leave, but it'll be all right.
So you put yourself in a decent position. And then the question here from Mike, you forgot to ask, what is your thoughts on Campbell to Penn State? I think Penn State really screwed themselves over because that doesn't really move the needle. You're better off with James Franklin. I think you're just better off with James Franklin.
Here's the thing. You remember when we hired Riley and you're like, well, look what he did at a lesser program. You give him more resources and he can be really good. That's like and that's like an excuse as to why you hired a coach who's not been great.
Yeah.
But they've been okay at a school with low expectations. Okay. But I think he's a good coach. I don't think he's going to give you anything more than what Franklin was giving. In fact, I would be shooketh if he gave you more than that. I would bet a substantial amount of money. He's not going to be where they haven't been.
Has Penn State announced that hire?
No, I don't think it's been officially announced, but it's very much
it's done. Pretty much.
They're working on an 8-year deal.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if any of so it is 8 years.
Yeah, it's a huge deal. 8 years. They haven't released the contract numbers, but it's probably gonna be pretty big, especially because I think Kraft knows his neck's on the line now.
And then it seems like Penn State is gonna hold on to Terry Smith as well. So I did see that somewhere.
What did you think of the leaked audio?
Did you hear it? No, I didn't hear it.
Pat Kraft, and it was like a team meeting or something like that. Talking about how Yeah, he was going over like different like issues with recruiting, and like he's going off about Oregon and how it's out in the middle of nowhere, and Penn State's kind of in the middle of nowhere, and Oregon's just effing weird, I think is what he said. There are a bunch of weirdos out in Oregon.
That's
That
odd.
sketch that someone leaked audio. They got to find who that mole is.
Yeah, that's odd. Yeah, there's something. Yeah, because now you don't know who to trust in that building.
Yeah,
but no, I did not hear that audio. That is very interesting. So, but yeah, I don't think it moves the needle. I think they screwed themselves by firing James Franklin. Honestly,
yeah,
I think they were better off in the situation they were in. I think they panicked, and then every option they went with, Crumble Cookie ruined it. So,
yeah, I think they probably swung and missed on probably 6 to 8 candidates.
Yeah,
that's including Rule.
And yeah, especially their big one. Yeah, their big one with what is his name? Sitaku?
Sataki.
Not Sataki, bro. Sitaku, I think. I don't
whatever
know.
the guy's name. The BYU.
Whatever it is, I'm butchering it. But BYU, yeah, because I saw did you see the video of him announcing kind of to the team that he was staying? I do love the videos like that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
So, but yeah, crazy world we live in college football when Crumble Cookie ponies up the money to keep the coach and keep him away from Penn State. But yeah, Penn State's just kind of in shambles right now. I think they'll be fine. They are Penn State. They got money. They got resources. But I don't know if they'll be a better team than they were with James Franklin.
No. And also, what does he do with that entire signing class that he just signed?
Yeah,
like,
and
all those guys can ask out now.
Because I think you have to keep the interim coach because he's going to keep a lot of.
They already announced.
Yeah,
they already announced.
Well, they're keeping him. Yeah. So, but I think you have to keep him on staff because he keeps a lot of that team together. But yeah, now, but you got to think Campbell's a guy who really hasn't been able to win big games either.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same. You run into the same problem that you've been in.
Here's something that's worth noting. Oregon is hiring a new defensive coordinator, and it is not. I know we just talked about Kearns being in town, but it is not the former Cal head coach.
Interesting.
So, I mean, he is still on the table. Justin Wilcox.
Plan B is still there. So,
who else wants to call in? We got tons to talk about. Defensive coordinator search, recruiting signing day, volleyball's going on.
Yeah, it's probably where everybody's at watching the volleyball game, to be honest.
Yeah. And our disastrous technical issues.
Yeah, that kind of screwed the show.
Killed like 70% of the audience immediately.
That kind of screwed the show up, honestly. So we might run a double up call-in show on Tuesday as well to be able to talk about this. What?
Oh my gosh.
What?
Iowa State did not hire an existing coach. They hired Washington State's Jimmy Rogers.
Yep, Jimmy Rogers. Saw that. Yep.
Wow.
So a little breaking.
How do you find a coach that fast?
Expect yours to go, I guess. Pitt.
Yeah. What's up, Pitt? Hey, did I accidentally ban you?
You hearing me?
Yeah. Did Brian accidentally did Brian accidentally ban
I think you might have accidentally banned me, and that's really messed up, Brian.
Yeah, Brian.
Dude, I'm so sorry.
I leave the stream for 5 seconds. I leave the stream for 5 seconds, and I come back and I see Pit Snipe has been banned from commenting. So we'll figure out how to undo that.
No, really, that's funny as hell. I mean,
last 10 minutes.
We'll figure out how to undo that.
You have no idea the number of things I could have done in 5 seconds to get banned. So that's the funny part.
Oh man, that was that's what.
How we doing tonight, fellas?
Not too bad. That's what I get for leaving Brian unsupervised.
Yeah. I'm good. How are you, Pitt?
We're hanging in there. We got Christmas coming up. How's everyone settling in your new home, Brian? That's what I'm curious about tonight.
Oh, we're doing good. It took us a little while. I have to give my wife all the credit in the world, though. She unpacked this entire house by herself because the job I had taken to come down here was 65 plus hours a week, and it was just killing me. So luckily I found a new job. That's why the beard's back.
Outstanding. Good to hear it, man.
Thank you for asking.
I don't know nothing else tonight. I just called to see what y'all are up to.
Yeah, man, we're dealing with technical issues tonight that kind of ruined the stream as we had planned.
Yeah.
So
So
Oh, it
Pitt,
was rough. It was weird
Yeah.
out here, man. I mean, like I'm on the phone so that I could call in, and I'm seeing way more comments than I'm seeing on my TV screen coming off the PC. And then I wasn't seeing my comments at all. And yeah, it was weird, man. I ain't complaining. It was kind of funny after a while.
Yeah, you got banned. That's what happened.
that's my bad. What do you think of this potential new defensive coordinator that we might be getting, Vince Kearns?
I don't know. Kearns is, I forget. We were just talking about him. Is he the one from Toledo?
Yep, he's the one that was my unanimous number one.
I'm kind of okay with that. I mean, I could use a flashier name. I could, Tim Leonard, home run. I'm not sure. I haven't educated myself on Kearns. Let's put it that way.
Do you feel like we need a home run though, or do you just want somebody to freaking work? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we don't really need a home run hire, flashy hire. But I get if the fan base wants that. I mean, Jim Leonard would be somebody that is a home run hire and somebody I want. But at the same time, outside of that, I really don't think we need somebody who's just going to be the sexy name, because I feel like that's been what Nebraska's chased for a long time.
Well, that's hard to gauge in Rule coaching staff, because I think Matt Rule gets a little bit cute with his hires sometimes, when really he should be aiming for maybe a little bit more Big Ten experience or Power 5 experience or what have you. I think he gets a little cute sometimes, and it's been biting him in the butt.
Yes.
I mean, we had a 12-year-old that coached wide receivers.
True.
Do you remember the portal recruit that Nebraska was about to land, and then they told him who the wide receiver coach was going to be, and he immediately eliminated Nebraska? And his quote verbatim was, "I don't know their wide receiver coach. I don't know who he is. He's terrible. He's young." That was the sole reason why he didn't want to be here.
And that's where it matters that it's a coach with a name.
Yep. And fancy, I want to work who's gotten it done from the bottom working up. I agree.
I'll give you some stats on Kearns if you want. I've got them.
Go on, hit us.
Okay. So he's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 draft picks last year from Toledo, including a first rounder and a third rounder defensive tackle, and a 7th round defensive tackle. He, as a head coach at Mount Union, which my argument on Tuesday was, I don't care what level you're at, when you're winning at this rate, it's impressive. His record as a head coach at Mount Union was 95-6, played in 5 national titles, winning 2 of them, and he never finished outside the top 5. His scoring defense rankings every year since 2020 have been 1st or 3rd in conference. And right now they're 2nd nationally in scoring defense. They are 2nd nationally, I believe, in rushing yards per attempt, meaning they give up, I think it was 2.3 yards per attempt as a defense for the entirety of the season, which we sucked at, obviously.
Hey, what's up, gentlemen?
What's up,
Jackson Johnson? What's good, brother?
Oh, man, just got done looking at some crazy news going on at Iowa State and Penn State. I don't know which is crazier. The fact that the guy that did the voice of Frosty the Snowman was doing the mess around with a bunch of women and naming all his kids Ralph, or the fact that you see Matt Campbell leaving for Penn State, right? And then 20 minutes later, Washington State's Jimmy Rogers
is going to Iowa State.
20 minutes after it happened.
Crazy world we live in.
Crazy world we live in. This is why the transfer portal exists.
Yep. Jackson, how do you feel about Matt Campbell to Penn State though?
I think it's pretty good though. I think it's pretty good hire. I mean,
do you think
if
it's
he could
any
win
better
at Iowa
than
State, I think he could win at Penn State.
Do you think it's any better than
James Franklin? It's the same.
Yeah, I agree.
It's the same.
I agree.
But I mean, if you're hoping to
should
get a
his-
natty, you're not getting it. So
Oh no. Should his entire recruiting class that just signed on Wednesday be released from their national letters of intent immediately? Because this was
100%.
in the works before he was hired officially. This was definitely in the works before he was hired.
Step down from
Wednesday.
Franklin.
Huh.
Comey says.
Yeah, it
I
is.
don't know.
I can call it a step down. I mean, Campbell has accomplished a hell of a lot up in Ames, man. And I think they're trying. I think the Cyclones are really working hard, man. But I just really don't think that they can generate the money to run with a machine like Lincoln or Ohio State or freaking yada yada. Yeah, I'm not going to doubt Matt Campbell. I'll be the dissenter. I will not doubt Matt Campbell. And if Penn State, hard telling how their admin is these days, but if he's supported, yeah, I think this sucks. I think this sucks because we got another pain in the ass in our conference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Jackson, are you with me where you think Campbell's just kind of one of those guys again who just can't win the big game, though?
Yeah, I mean, because it's like he couldn't quite get Iowa State to the Big 12 title. I mean,
Yeah.
like, don't get me wrong, Iowa State was complete trash before he
true.
got there.
Yeah.
They
But,
were bad this year, though.
you know,
And they
I
had a
think
lot
Penn-
of hype this year.
oh, yeah. I mean, like, way too much hype. You know, because, like, anytime, like, you saw Iowa State getting hype, they were falling apart.
Yeah.
But when they weren't
Mhm.
getting hype, they were thriving. They were getting to the Big 12 title game and all that stuff, right?
Yep.
That's
They
what
were
you
like
saw.
this year. Up
Yep.
and down, up and down.
Up and down like a roller coaster, like a stock market.
Like
Yep.
they beat K-State early in the year, looked like a great win. K-State turned out to be pretty bad. Then they
Yeah,
beat
that's
Iowa,
why-
which was a good win.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
But then
mean,
they
like that
struggled
week
against Arkansas
0.
State.
Yeah, that week 0 victory in Ireland. That is why you should not get hyped up on week 1 right away. That's why you should not get hyped up on week 0.
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, it was so funny because it was like I remember hearing it all on Alabama, Florida State. It was like, oh, Alabama's going downhill. It's like, let the year play out first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Weird
look,
playoff.
look at Nebraska. Look what they did week 1 and look how they finished, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
We
I'm-
our whole season was like, yay, Cincinnati was propping us up. And then all of a sudden Cincinnati started sucking
Cincinnati
too.
fell apart.
I was like, yeah, don't prop up Cincy too much. They'll disappoint you.
Yeah.
Do you think you're going to beat Georgia this weekend?
Yes,
Duh.
definitely. Absolutely.
Pitt, what was that?
Duh. Roll Tide.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm,
yeah, because I think we'll beat Georgia 28-24. I think Alabama's going to get it done.
I think I'm rooting for Bama in that one, surprisingly. I'm rooting for Bama.
I appreciate it, man.
Of course. I just
I will
don't
only
can't
root for
Georgia,
Bama
bro.
because of you.
I
That's
appreciate
true.
it, guys.
Jackson Johnson has completely turned me around on the Crimson Tide, man. I mean, really, I was sick of them red sons of bitches for the longest time. And then they had to go through their struggles and they found some humility. And I was able to actually tolerate them without gagging in my soup.
I like how you said struggles. Their struggling is pretty that's a good struggle to have.
Yeah.
Right.
They're not struggling too bad.
Well, I mean, we're just treading water here sometimes, baby.
Yeah, we're underwater, dude.
We're just trying. Something's gonna work eventually. God dang it!
Eventually, we just need a good
It's
defensive
gonna be
coordinator. When we get
it's gonna
Vince,
be
we'll
Vince
be all right.
Hers or whatever.
We get
his name
Vince,
is.
we'll be
He's
all
Hey,
right.
maybe y'all could get Tony White to get the heck out of Florida State. Tell
I
him,
don't
like,
want him
hey,
back.
come back here.
I don't want him back.
I don't want him back.
No.
I don't
We're
want him
getting
back.
Vince Hers. He's on campus now interviewing.
Yep. That's the answer
Confirmed.
right there. It ain't
Man.
sexy, like we said. It ain't a sexy get, but it'll get the job done.
Yeah, it's like trying to get the sexy names is not always going to end well.
Nope.
I'm not
Remember
saying
when we
it
did that with
never
Bob
ends-
Diaco?
Huh?
Oh
Remember
God!
when Nebraska went and got Bob
Don't
Diaco,
even.
the second
that was
name, the
disastrous.
second guy,
Don't even.
completely bombed.
Ugh.
Don't even.
The worst. Is he selling
He's
houses
terrible.
or some shit now? Where's he at?
He worked for Bill Belichick.
I don't know. That guy was just the ultimate, like, high energy, but low IQ coach.
He belongs on Wall Street.
Yeah. Where did we
He
get him from?
was-
Notre
He was
Dame.
Michael Scott as a defensive coordinator.
Where did we get him from? Notre Dame.
Yeah, he
Um,
came
yeah.
from Notre Dame.
He was the head coach at UConn. He got fired.
But he was at Notre Dame before that, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, and he won the Broyles Award.
Yeah. Which
have
was
no idea
surprising.
how.
That was his claim to fame.
Bob Diaco started the alleged rivalry between UConn and UCF. And UCF
Yes.
couldn't care less.
Oh, I remember that now.
And Bob
what did they call
Diaco
him?
got that ball rolling.
Oh, he's a D-line coach at North Carolina. So he's just doing
Yeah.
really well for himself at the biggest joke of a school in college football.
Yeah.
That is funny because my one Bob Diaco story that everyone needs to remember was told by old brain. Not Tenneper. Yeah, Milt Tenneper.
Sure.
Man,
Charlie McBride. Sorry, Charlie McBride. Milt Tenneper died. Charlie McBride. Charlie McBride was given an interview and he was just spilling all the marbles about what was happening under the Riley administration, the Eichhorst administration. And one thing he pointed out was that John Perella had called him and asked him to show up to practice because he was going to kill somebody. John Perella. Wow. And John Perella is then, he goes, they're doing their drills or whatever, and he's there with his line, and Bob Diaco is pushing 3-time All-Pro defensive tackle John Perella out of the way in order to teach linemen what they're supposed to be doing.
That sounds about right.
Bob Diaco can suck a butthole forever.
That sounds about right. YouTube, that wasn't us that said that. That was Pit Snipe. That's why
I did it. Ban me. I dare you. Ban me.
You already are, damn it.
They banned me, Jackson. They banned me, Jackson.
We'll figure out how to unban you, damn it.
I accidentally banned him in comments.
Yeah. I'll leave Brian unsupervised.
I had to call in because I had no outlet.
Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just ban everybody so they have to call in because this is a call-in show.
Jackson, who's getting in the playoff?
Well, we know it's Georgia, Texas A&M, obviously. Like Georgia's in either way. Oklahoma's in.
Really?
Alabama should be in, but I wouldn't push my luck if I'm Bama. Ole Miss should be in. How hilarious would it be if Pete Golden and Ole Miss were to win it all, and then Lane Kiffin went, "Oh, I left for LSU because I want to win a natty."
That would be hilarious.
That would be hilarious. Here's a question. Do you think it would be fair to leave Bama out of the playoff if they lose? It doesn't seem fair since they have to play an extra game.
I don't think they're going to leave Alabama out of the playoffs if they lose. I think if it's a one possession game or if the game goes to overtime, you're seeing Alabama get in. But if you're seeing them lose by double digits, which are 3 touchdowns or more, then you're really pushing your luck. But it all depends on what happens in the Big 12 title game between BYU and Texas Tech, especially if BYU wins. And it all depends on what happens in the ACC title game between Duke and Virginia. You want to talk about a cluster? Oh, my God, that's going to be a cluster right there.
How can you put Miami in if they do not win their conference?
Oh, they'll hang. They have always got that win over
boy.
Notre Dame. That's the thing, though, because they're like, oh, well, we beat Notre Dame week 1. They ain't done anything.
It reminds me of when Nebraska got in when they got blown out by Colorado. Was it 2-1? And somehow we made it to the national championship. We had no business being in there. We didn't play for our own conference title. But how can you put a playoff team in?
Brian, I'm sorry, in 2001, nobody wanted Miami. All right.
Yeah,
and so we were a sacrificial lamb.
Yeah, Tennessee sacrificed your butts over to Miami. They're like, nope, we don't want to do it, Miami. You guys, bye. Oh.
Nope. What's the number? It's like 30. 30 guys off that roster ended up in the NFL. It's insane.
Yeah, they were loaded. I mean, their third string backup at running back was
Like
like
a freaking
Clinton Portis.
janitor could be the head coach of Miami at that time, and they still would have won it all in 01.
I think the janitor was the coach at that time.
Well, yeah, it
I
was
still
Larry
think they're.
Coker.
I still think they're a little overhyped because of what their NFL careers became, though.
Yes,
To an extent,
I
because I think a lot of people look at those names and they think of their NFL careers, but they weren't all that. I'm not saying they weren't all that. I'm saying all of them weren't that in college, on that 01 team. So I think it's a little propped up there. So
Are you serious?
what?
I'm sorry, I don't remember names. But
Who, Jackson? Who you talking? Who's he talking to us?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. Pitt's Knight's having a meltdown over that. I think he's talking to his demons.
no, I was talking to you. I was saying, I don't know, man. That 2001 team was loaded. Yeah, we're getting a lot of audio feedback now.
Yeah, Brian, can you back up? Come back in real quick. We're towards the end of the show. That's typically what happens. But what I'm saying is, like, a lot of people look at those names, right? And they look at that team and they're like, they like when they're comparing it to 95 Nebraska and stuff like that. They don't look at the team for what it is. They look at the names and they're like, oh, look at what these guys did. X amount of NFL Hall of Famers and all this other stuff. They prop them up because of what their names turned into in the NFL. So their names, as soon as you think of their names, their NFL careers pop in your head. Subconsciously, that's what you equate it to.
But
Now,
they
even
were
if they did-
killers
even if they
in
didn't-
2001, man.
I'm not saying they weren't. I'm not saying they weren't.
They needed
Brian,
a miracle to beat a
Brian,
really
do you get what
bad
I'm
team.
saying? Do you kind
Oh
of get
yeah,
what I'm
I
saying?
do.
Yeah, because it's not taking anything away from what they were in 01. But when you list those names out, some of those players that weren't even producing in that 01 season get propped up because of what they became in, like, later on in their NFL career.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, because they did have great NFL careers. They absolutely did, no doubt, man. But I mean, I got to throw the names out there because I had to look it up, and it's okay. Fuck Ken Dorsey, but Sean Taylor, Ed Reed, Vince Wolfhoek, Clinton Portis,
Yeah.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee.
Okay.
I ain't even got them all. Najee Davenport. Gee,
Okay.
Kellen Winslow the second. That guy did actually murder people.
Okay. So who was the third string running back that year?
That would have been Clinton Portis. Or no, it would have been
Yeah.
Willis McGahee.
So let's see.
He didn't play.
They were
Yeah,
both
so
behind
Willis-
Frank Gore.
So if you look at Willis, so exactly, that's what we're saying. Like, so you look at Willis McGahee, right? And you're thinking of, oh, Willis McGahee, but like he didn't even play that season. But you're looking at him on the 2001 team and being like, well, Willis McGahee was on that team.
Yeah.
I'll
That's the
concede your point, but at the same time, I'm going to throw in a damn. We do like that team.
I'm not taking anything away from them, what they are.
Yeah.
But I would say when like people compare them to 95 Nebraska doesn't have those names. But if you look at the numbers of what they did in college, it was ridiculous. And then people look at 01 Miami and they're like, well, they had all these names. Well, yeah, but a lot of those names is like, it's what their careers became. And Nebraska wasn't set up to produce NFL Hall of Famers and stuff like that,
Yeah, we're got to compare them to 95 Nebraska. Then, okay, I'm going to concede your point entirely.
I think I'm just kind of to kind of make my point more so than anything. But
Gentlemen,
I'm all about 95 Nebraska, bro.
Oh man,
what, Jackson?
Gentlemen, how have you felt about early signing day, and how are you feeling about signing day going into February as of right
Small
now?
class. It's going to be a small class. It's been supposed to be a small class. We got like 10 signees, so not much on our end to talk about.
That was the plan.
Well, and I was looking at the
I think
bowl
there's one more on the board
just
somewhere.
now. Like I was looking at the ESPN ones. One of the guys has Nebraska playing Missouri in there in the Music City Bowl. Another one has Nebraska playing LSU. And I'm looking at Bill Bender's bowl projections from Sporting News, and he's got Nebraska playing Utah in the Las Vegas Bowl.
Yeah,
it's Utah, Las Vegas.
Vegas.
That's for sure where we're going.
Oh, there you go. I mean, Vegas,
They've already
wine, women,
started
and song.
Yep.
Hey,
That's gonna be a big
relevant
challenge.
sideline to what Jackson just said there. Missouri just trolled Nebraska with a billboard in Omaha. What was their new signee they took out of Omaha? Help.
The tight end from Millard South.
I can't remember his name, dude.
For
Not-
2026, let's take a look.
Yeah, it killed me. I'm sorry. I'm not the guy
Chase
with the
Lofton
name.
was
You guys
the
are supposed to be the
last
guys with the names.
Yeah, Lofton was last year.
Isaac Jensen.
Yeah, the Jensen.
There it is.
Yeah. Bama did
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah.
Jet Tamala.
Big old lit up billboard and everything. Missouri sticking it in our nose.
Gotta love
God.
it.
I mean, it's a waste of
I-
money. Who cares?
I kind of admire it. I admire that move. I admire it.
Yeah, I respect it.
Oh man,
I respect a good troll.
So could
Man,
we do the same thing?
now
when
I
we
want to
pull
see
people out of
Missouri
Kansas
play
City?
Nebraska in a bowl game this year.
Would love to see that. Beat the hell out of facing Utah.
There,
Who can-
well, I
who can
mean,
run
like
the ball like
Missouri,
crazy.
Nebraska would be cool. I want to see Penn State, Pittsburgh in the Pinstripe Bowl, and I want to see Iowa, Iowa State play each other in a bowl game for a regular season rematch.
That would
I
be
don't wanna
hilarious.
I'm not waiting enough. I am not waiting a full year. I want to see a good revenge story. That's what I want for Christmas.
Yeah. All Jackson wants for Christmas is to see the world burn, you know?
Disco
I'm-
Inferno.
I'm good with Arizona State. I ain't trying to accomplish nothing in bowl season. We just need a W and to get the hell out of there.
Yeah, give us Boston College
Yeah.
again.
Oh, Boss
Yeah,
College
my
doing
fear
it.
is Utah's going to run it down our throat.
No,
Oh, they
Utah,
are.
please.
They are. They are. We're screwed. We're
Oh, fuck
There it
me.
is. First
Oh,
reported
it'd
by
be
Fly.
funny if like Nebraska
whatever.
plays Miami this year because like Miami's not going to care, and we know how they do in games that they don't care.
Yep.
So
True.
I'll be like, "Yep, there we go."
Vince
That's a
is
good
our
one,
guy.
Jackson. I like that one.
Vince is our guy who will be announced within the next few weeks. Mark my words. Yeah, that's pretty much.
Oh, I think it'll be by the end of next week.
it might be sooner.
If he's
than
here
that.
now, then they're not here to do an interview.
Finalizing.
They're here to sort out details.
They're
Who can you bring
finalizing.
with? Who do you want as your linebacker coach? Who do you want as your if he replaces them? Obviously. Yeah. it's
Biggest
all
question:
about-
will they keep Addison Williams? That's my question because I want Addison.
Oh, Rule
Williams
said
to
they
stay.
are on Wednesday. He said he's staying no matter what. Everybody
Good.
else is up for debate.
Good.
Wow.
That's
I
where
just
I'm
can't
going.
wait to see Dylan Raiola get back to being healthy for 2026. I want to see some magic happen for Nebraska for 2026. I mean, the best
You're
part
assuming he's
about
coming
being
back.
down is the way to go is up.
Yeah.
Brian, do you
That's
think
if
he
he
doesn't
comes
come back?
No, I do. I
Okay.
I know there's certain media outlets that are trying to spin it as
Yeah,
if it's
that's just noise. I
likely
don't
and
I don't
it's sort of
worry
a-
about that. They just want to talk smack.
Same thing happened last year. Remember, he was going to Miami.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
See now,
There'll
my
be
measured
impact player on
response to
offense
all
next
of this. My measured response to all of this is that we ain't done with Rayola drama this offseason.
Nope. I said there's one more floating around for this signing class. I think they're gonna re-engage with Dayton. That's my projection. They're gonna re-engage with Dayton. He'll sign in February, or he'll just show up as an
Oh,
late enrollment.
really?
I think it's possible. I think they need a 2026 QB. He's going to be, quite frankly, cheaper than going to the portal and getting a guy that's going to be. You're not going to find another Jalen Grahamstead just for depth. So it's going to be cheaper.
Tamala's 27, right?
Who?
Tamala, Jet Tamala.
Yeah, 2026.
No, he's 2026.
26.
Yeah.
Why not Jet Tamala? He's right down the highway, bro. Let's steal him from Alabama. Sorry, Jackson. We got to do this.
He's signed with Bama, but look, I am not happy with what Millard South is doing as a program, and quite frankly, it's more of the high school association's fault for allowing them to recruit kids from all over the country to come play for them. It's quite frankly disgusting what they've allowed for that to happen.
There we
So
go. Keep going,
I
Brian.
think
Thank you.
it's easy when they had 17 Power 4 and FCS signees, or Power 4 and Group of 4 signees. The rest of the state didn't have maybe 5, And in Class A, I think they had maybe 2 or 3 that went Power 4. So they're playing a bunch against the guys that aren't. It's a college team playing against a bunch of guys that aren't going to college for football. Like they did exactly what that school should do. It would be like if the IMG came up here and did what they did. What they did is not impressive. I'm not impressed by what they did.
Ball City Sacred Heart, Humphrey St. Francis. The parochial school's been doing this for decades, bro.
Yeah, and then they traveled to Nevada to play a school. Actually, it might have been Rex Waterman's school, or somewhere down by where Rex is from. I'm not sure, but they played a school in Vegas this year, but it wasn't a powerhouse program. Like, if they want to prove who they are, go play Bishop Gorman, go play Buford.
Oh,
like the kids Dylan is going against, or Dayton is going against, are 4 and 5 stars all over that freaking state.
Truth.
That's why I was more of a fan of Dayton.
And he's a lefty, and I'm a lefty, so
I kind of like the lefties, man. I do. I'm with you.
I like to watch their back when they're throwing the football. The only interesting thing about lefties, you got to see the back of their number. You don't get to actually see what they're doing with the ball in their hands. That's the only downside of having a lefty. When you're on a TV broadcast, you can't really see the ball at all.
Yeah.
So, Brian, when I was in school, you weren't allowed to go to the school outside of your home school. Yeah, us either. You had to go to whatever zone you were in.
Yes.
Yeah. I was in Elkhorn, and I was there when Elkhorn South was being built. And that I would have been like a freshman when the South opened, so they would have given us the option to go to Elkhorn or Elkhorn South, but we ended up moving.
Yeah, because
so it didn't matter. But Millard South wasn't just getting kids from wherever, Nebraska. They had kids on their roster from I want to say Michigan, Ohio, and I know they rated some schools in Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not about getting a kid from Millard or from Omaha to go play at Millard. It's getting kids from other states. And they were living with a coach who was terminated. So he wasn't even a coach anymore.
Yep.
Like they did a lot of shady shit. And the Nebraska High School Athletic Association, the rules they put in allowed it. So it's not Millard South's fault for exploiting the rules.
Yeah.
They finally got on board with what had been happening in parochial schools for decades.
Mm-hmm. I know in Kansas City, there's private schools that recruit kids.
Yeah,
but they're not a private school.
We're talking about before open enrollment, I think is what they call it.
Yeah.
A lot of us got moved. You know, it was the farm crisis. It was the 80s. There was no open enrollment. So literally you had to pay tuition if I wanted to go wrestle for the school that is 10 miles down the road. That school, which is now consolidated into a part of the very same school district that I went to school in.
Mm-hmm.
It was thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
You had to pay a full tuition for a kid to just go compete in a sport that your Class D school didn't happen to provide.
I don't even know if I could go to a different school. Hey, Brian.
Yep.
Pit Snipe, y'all. I'm about to have to head off. So, Brian, are you going to hang out for a little bit longer? Because I got to go. I got to drop by and go pick something up from my job. Brian, I told you about it before we hopped on. So,
you have a job.
Talk ball. I'll be here.
All right, brother. Yeah, my I'm personal trainer, so I got to go pick some stuff up for the gym.
Yeah, man. He's got those muscles, man. He's got those awesome muscles.
All right, you go, bro. You're important to people. Go do stuff, would you?
Appreciate it, man. Y'all take care.
You stay safe, stay warm. It's cold out, Justin.
Later.
Love you, brother. Take care.
Love you. Take care.
All right, Jackson, who are you picking for conference championships this weekend? Let's go. You pick Bama, so let's go ACC.
I think I'm going with Virginia for a
Is there starting quarterback
24-21 victory over Duke.
Okay. What about you, Pitt?
I'll follow Jackson. That sounds good to me.
All right. I think the best game, maybe I'm biased, takes place in the Big Ten. We got Ohio. I guess I'll pick my ACC first. follow suit there with Florida.
Mm.
But Big Ten, Ohio State, Indiana. How are we thinking?
I'm gonna go Ohio State
Okay.
in a 35-27 victory over Indiana. Unfortunately, Indiana's Big Ten title drought, which dates back to 1967, will continue. That was the start of color TV back then.
Interesting
Hoorah.
factoid.
In the 1967 GTO with three freaking carburetors on it. A 6-pack. It was wonderful. I'm
Who do you got,
calling
Pitt?
I'm calling Indiana, man. I'm
I-
manifesting. I'm manifesting Indiana over Ohio State. It's going to
I
be
agree.
38-29.
Oh,
We had a big debate about this at my job. My boss's boss is a huge college football fan, and he thinks Ohio State is going to beat the brakes off Indiana. I think Indiana wins it in a close one. I'm thinking like 31-28, 34-31, like really close, maybe the last second field goal to take the lead or take the win. We got BYU and Texas Tech. I think this might be the most underrated conference championship of the week because of the drama with BYU's head coach who's now staying. Does that push them over the edge with Texas Tech?
no.
Nope.
I reluctantly have to go with Texas Tech in a 35-24 fashion over BYU.
That game kicks off at 11 a.m., so that's going to be our first one of the day, actually. What other ones do we got? Are we missing any? We got SEC, ACC, Big 10, Big 12. That's the main ones, right?
Let's see. Well, there's the MAC title game, Miami, Ohio,
that's
West
right.
Michigan.
I don't know enough about those programs to give you an honest answer. I would just pick Western Michigan just because why not?
I think Miami, Ohio can win this one. That's going to be a 28-24 victory.
Okay. You heard it here first. Everyone bet your mortgage on Miami of Ohio.
Oh, God.
It just bounced out. I'll tell you a game I'm watching. This might shock some people. South Dakota and Mercer.
Oh.
And I'm going to tell you why. It's because they're running back. I gotta find his name because I just drew a blank on his name. But I do have a little bit. I'm not going to call him. I'm not going to call him an insider, but he knows somebody that coaches in the FCS ranks, and their running back is a really good running back. Not a big guy by any means in terms of like stature. I believe he's like 5'9". It's about 220 pounds though, kind of like a bowling ball, if you will. And there is a little birdie that's, he may be taken off after this game. I guess that's not the conference title game. That's just the playoffs, but he may be taken off after the year and hitting the portal, which I wouldn't mind getting a guy like that. I'm trying to find his name. I'm sorry.
Are you good? Okay, we've got some. Holy crap. Jason Candle leaving Toledo for UConn could possibly happen as soon as tonight.
Toledo's head coach?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that explains why their defensive coordinator's in Lincoln right now. When did that just break?
Not yet.
Oh, I just saw it. Football Scoop. Wow.
Uh-huh.
That would be that'd be a big win for them. I think he's a phenomenal coach.
Oh, yeah. Man,
did you see this comment by Iowa State's AD, Jamie Pollard? He said Matt Campbell owes Iowa State nothing. Seems like it was I don't think it's a good parting, but I think it was very much like you've done your due diligence. You've done everything you can for this program. Good for you. Let's move on to the next thing.
Oh, yeah. I was hearing like our guy, Levi Stevenson at Iowa State, the voice of college football, and Why Right Natty 8. talk about the quarterback situation at Iowa State, where Matt Campbell was asking Rogers, the guy who's replacing him, hey, could you do me a solid? Like, I'm thinking about going to Penn State. Would you do me a solid and take this Iowa State job off my hands? He's like, yeah, no problem. It's like, boom. It's like, wow. That's wild.
Here we go. Never mind me. He's got Boise and ULV on right now. Boise's putting belt to ass. I will admit, though, gosh, I just drew a blank on UNLV's coach's name.
Spencer Danielson is the Boise State coach, and Dan Mullins, UNLV's coach.
Dan Mullins. I don't understand how or why he was fired at Florida. I thought he did admirable job.
That's because the shitter.
And look what he's doing at UNLV. Florida.
That's because the shitter was full at Florida. That's why.
And then Mike, I think we'll probably get out of here on this. Mike's hearing Sharmar Brown might go into the portal again this season. He's a running back at North Dakota State last year, was an All-American as a true freshman. Nebraska was battling him late until Miami came in and basically said, hey, we'll pay you $700,000. He's their third string running back. And Nebraska was offering, probably 250 to 350-ish, and they were going to basically have him be running back 2 behind Emma Johnson. And look what that turned out to be. Emma Johnson's probably going to be an All-American.
I don't want to call this early, but maybe this is me, but a coaching candidate to probably look out for 2026 is Jerry Mack from Kennesaw State.
If you can win there, you can win anywhere, I feel like, but maybe that's ignorant.
Yeah, I mean, like Kennesaw State's like, he's like in his second year in the they're like in their second year in the Conference USA. This is like his only year he's at Kennesaw State as head coach so far. And right now they're winning 10-0 going into the fourth quarter against Jacksonville State in the Conference USA title game.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I finally found that running back's name from frickin' South Dakota. Charles Pierre Jr. Man,
like if Duke wins the AC tomorrow night, there's going to be freaking chaos.
Did you see this here? This comment? Pitt, you're in, so you can chat.
Yeah, they were showing a Missouri guy over.
Is that time like it's worth it? Like, because these guys are obviously like taking the money and running, and then they're not. There's no repercussions for it.
Well, as they say, truth is stranger than fiction. I mean, they always get busted over DUIs and passing out drunk in their cars, and then they're having a hissy fit over some guy leaving Georgia for Missouri. Like, oh, we're gonna sue you. It's like,
I don't understand why they would sue, but I also understand like a little bit because they probably paid him a ton of money up front, and then he potentially just like came in and half-assed it.
I'm just along for the ride
behind it, but
all I know is that'll be an interesting topic to cover on the SEC channel.
Oh yeah, for sure. LJ Phillips Jr. That's the name. Sorry, I pulled up the wrong guy. LJ Phillips Jr., South Dakota running back. He's a sophomore from Wichita, Kansas. 5'9", 225, a little bowling ball. He had 1,700 yards rushing this year, 16 touchdowns, averaged 6.4 yards per carry.
That's too funny.
That's a guy I'm looking for in the portal. If Nebraska's obviously going to go in the portal to get a running back. They got Isaiah Mosey back. They got Jamal Rule coming in. Mekhi Nelson, and that's kind of it at the running back room.
This is too funny. I mean, like Georgia's suing a player. Oh man.
I feel like it's not going to be the last time it happens, though. Yeah, Pitt,
I'm
you're
just
in.
catching up on Jimmy Rogers, y'all. So go on.
Oh, you're good. I don't even. Who's Jimmy Rogers? Oh, the coach out. I guess the Iowa State coach, right? Technically.
Yep, Jerry Rogers.
Yeah, he just signed a 6-year deal.
Oh, it's officially official now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've got Twitter up, so I'm trying to keep up with volleyball and all the coaching.
I'm on ESPN.com. I hate him,
Pete,
but I'm there.
I just saw a report that Nebraska is very much like almost a done deal with Toledo's defensive coordinator. I'm trying to see if I can find it again, because if that news breaks, I'm gonna stay live because that'll be huge.
Well, now I tell you, and I can't say his name again. What's this defensive coordinator from Toledo's name?
Vince. I've heard multiple pronunciations of his last name. I'm going with Vince Kers.
Keres.
Keres.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to find it. It was my Twitter's like obviously blowing
Well,
up.
let's call it Karis, just like the guy on Webster. So
yeah, that works for me.
Anyone in the audience that has been on Coordination, one of our buddies, Tony, is from the Toledo area. And he's been telling me about this guy forever, and I'm not paying attention. I mean, he's a Toledo defensive coordinator. Why would I pay attention? But Tony's a Cornhusker fan. He's from freaking Columbus, for Christ's sakes. So, as it turns out, Tony was on point, bro.
Yeah. I have a whole rundown of his stats. So, like this, in 2022, let's go back to when he took over in 2020. They were last in the MAC in total defense to second overall in his first year in total defense. They're number 1 in third down defense. 2021, they were the number 1 scoring defense in the MAC at 21 points per game. They were the number 1 pass efficiency defense. In 2022, they were the number 1 in the MAC in total defense, passing yards allowed, pass efficiency defense, top 20 nationally as well in all 3 categories. This past season, 2025, second nationally in total defense, only behind Ohio State. Second nationally in yards per play at 3.91 behind Ohio State. Fourth in scoring defense, 12 points per game. 8th nationally in rushing yards allowed per game, 91.2. Third in yards per rush, 2.53. Third nationally in red zone defense. Second nationally in pass efficiency defense. 9th in sacks with 35. For comparison, Nebraska had 13 on the year.
Jeez.
To me, it seems like that. I know it's Toledo, but like to me, those are incredibly impressive numbers. Not only because it is Toledo, but it's a consistent track record.
The numbers are obscene.
At Mount Union, as their defensive coordinator from 2005 to 2012, he had a top 10 defense in almost every major statistical category his entire tenure as a defensive coordinator. And then as the head coach, won 2 national titles, played in 5, won 92% of his games. And then as a coach player, he was a part of their 12 of the program's 13 total national titles. Like the dude is just a winner.
Yeah.
This is a Kalen DeBoer track record.
And he's a 4-2-5 guy, right?
Yeah, but he'll play some odd fronts, which Nebraska fans probably won't like to hear, but to me, it's not about scheme. It's more about, I think Rule actually, did you listen to his signing day press conference by chance?
I didn't catch it, Bri.
So in his signing day press conference, he said it's about having 11 play as one. Verbatim is what he said.
Okay.
Vince Kern's philosophy on his Twitter page says 11, defensive coordinator Toledo, 11 as one. And then he has like a document over his defensive philosophy, and it is literally 11 playing as one. That's his whole defensive philosophy. So I think Rule actually was giving everybody a little tip as to who he's about to hire.
Okay.
I love this guy. I'm going to go to his Twitter real quick.
Oh, I'm good with, again, we're going with Karras.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Yeah. I'd still like a Parcells. I mean, one of the Ryan brothers is out there on the couch somewhere. There is still that part of me, but no, I've been warned about this guy, and Toledo has been quietly a pretty successful ball club.
Yeah, they have. Here it is right here. This is what I highlighted on my screen. I don't know if you can see it because you're on your phone, but that's his whole MO is 11 as one. That's his defensive philosophy.
Oh, yeah.
In his Twitter bio. And Rule said this exactly on Wednesday at a signing day press conference. And then this is how you can get some good information too. Current players are following him. Jace Reynolds, Nebraska linebacker, just signed. Hayden Ainsworth, current recruit, just signed on Wednesday. Jeremiah Jones, plays a current player on the team last year. Marquise Watson Trent, current linebacker. So these are just some of the players that are following him right now. Like, the Twitter tea leaves do tell you quite a bit. That's all I'm saying.
I fucking love it. Good investigation, Bri.
Dude, this is how I get a lot of information. The Twitter tea leaves will tell you a lot more than you think.
That's why I come here with questions instead of answers, bro.
Because I'll give you the answers. Someone just asked in the comments, how old is this guy, Vince Kearns? He's 49 years old, so he's got plenty of tread left on his tires.
Yeah.
But I like his career trajectory. A minute ago, I compared it to Kalen DeBoer, who is your head coach, Jackson, down in Alabama. He had the very same career path. Look how successful he is. I know it's not Bama standards right now, but the dude's a damn good coach.
Okay.
I think you disagree.
Oh, he's successful, man. Like, I think we're gonna see the success rolling for sure.
Hey, bro, I want to bother Jackson for a second.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right, Jackson. I'm with you. Again, I think I already gave my prediction for Alabama. How do they lose? If it happens, if it could possibly happen, how do they lose? How does Georgia get over on the Tide? How's it happen?
Because they're not running the ball, and a ton of pressure is on them. Well, I will say though, it's going to be a wild ride throughout conference championship week, and I can't wait to see who Nebraska is going to play in their bowl game. I mean, I know some people say, "Oh, we don't get excited about bowl season," but I say get excited about it because it's a momentum setter for 2026, especially with a victory. Let's get Nebraska at the Voice College Football closer to 10,000 subs, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get them closer to 7,500 for Christmas.
That'd be awesome.
You know what? I think Nebraskans need more Jackson Johnson because I think most of us here are like just dragging ass into the bowl season. We're just, hey, it this did not go well.
But I will say, y'all have an awesome night. Stay safe, stay warm. It's cold out.
Take care, Jackson.
Not with y'all.
Thanks for coming in, Jackson. Appreciate it.
Hey, roll some tides, would you?
Roll Tide and go Huskers.
There was one comment. How big were those two men y'all had on earlier? I'm assuming this person's talking, Mark, you're talking about Luke Sorensen, tight end, 6'4", 250, Rex Waterman, offensive tackle, 6'6". He's probably pushing 300. Pitt, do you got anything else, or
295 was the number when I looked Rex up earlier. I don't remember whose number I was pulling, but 295. Yeah.
Yep. Actually official on the Huskers.com, 6'5", 295 from Chandler, Arizona, which, by the way, they are an absolute powerhouse. They would probably steamroll Millard South by a substantial margin.
One of the comments that I threw out there, and I don't know if you saw it, because like I'd post a comment and then it disappear, and well, that happened. I just Google AI'd him. I Gemini'd him, and he's an offensive player, 3-star offensive lineman that plays with quote unquote malice, and I love that word. I was like, oh yeah. Heck yeah. Give us that kid. And his hair was great.
Yeah. Do you remember Trevor Robinson from Elkhorn back in, it would have been early 2000s, went to Notre Dame? His hair reminds me of him, and his play style too, which I'm biased because Elkhorn's where I grew up and Trevor Robinson's from my hometown. So I'm a little biased, but he reminds me a lot of Trevor Robinson.
Dare I say it reminds me of Jake Cotton a little bit?
You could say that, yeah. Hopefully Hopefully, the next 3 or 4 years he develops better than Jake did, because he was not great.
Oh yeah, I
Remember
love
when he
JB.
fell over against Michigan State?
I know. Yeah, that's all everyone knows.
It's like one of the most iconic, funny moments of his entire career, which is unfortunate because he actually did do some good things. But
He was a serviceable guard, absolutely. And I got to say, we are due for some Cotton grandchildren. Where are they at?
I know, right? Jeez, it's been a while. Barney's still living in Lincoln or Omaha now that he's retired, so they've got to be, have some grandkids come through the ranks.
Well, word up, everyone say a little prayer because Barney's had a little bit of cancer the last couple years. So
he had, I think, open heart surgery a couple years ago when he was.
Oh, maybe
coaching at
that's what it
UNLV.
was. I'm saying the C word, but maybe it was just the heart thing I'm thinking of.
Yeah, it was back when he was. I think he just retired at UNLV because of some health issues, and then had that surgery, came back to Lincoln, and now he's retired. Hopefully, being a grandpa and enjoying life.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I bet he's a great grandpa.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, I think I'm
You
gonna
ready
get
to
on
close
out
her
of here.
down, buddy?
Yeah, it's 8:30. I'm probably gonna go catch the last set of last set of Nebraska volleyball, then probably go to bed early tonight.
I should probably do that as well.
All right, we will see you, Pitt. Sorry for banning you. I'm still trying to figure that out, how to undo that.
No worries. It's like funny as hell. I'm your oldest member and you just banned me. And I mean, I could say some awful things and I didn't even get banned for an awful thing. I just got banned out of nowhere. It's hilarious.
The spam comments were like going crazy, so I was trying to get them out as quick as possible while also interviewing 4 football players. So I was trying to do it quick.
And
I think there's a way I can do it in our studio.
I framed those spam comments. I could see it on my board that I'm above them and below them and after them. So yeah, I get it, buddy. No worries.
I will dig around, try and figure it out, and then we'll see in the comments on Tuesday.
All right. You take care now.
We'll see you later.
You bet. Bye-bye.
So that'll do it for the Collins Show. Appreciate everybody tuning in, sticking with us. We obviously had tons of tech issues early with our interviews with Jamal and Rex and Luke. So maybe we can try and get them on individually before they get to Lincoln. That way we can have more an extensive interview without tech issues, because that was definitely, we overloaded our server thing here in our StreamYard because that had never happened before. So we'll reach out to them, see if we can get them on for more extensive interview without tech issues. But other than that, we got our Tuesday show, 6 p.m. Central Time, and then we will always have our Husker Gutter Call-In show at 7 o'clock Central Time as well. So we will see you all then. Peace.